Good afternoon, my beautiful people. Sweet Sadie J coming back at you. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful Saturday. It is gorgeous in North Carolina today, but it's cold. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting ready to make up some pie dough to make some chocolate pies for a few people. And as you can see, my stuff over here for my tuna casserole is still sitting there, and I honestly don't know when I'm going to have a chance to make it. I wanted to make it for Sunday's dinner tomorrow, but then I just remembered that my sister is preaching tomorrow at our church, the church that I'm still a member of, but very rarely go to. Anyway, yeah, so my sister's preaching tomorrow, so I want to go up and, just support her and be there for her. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I should make the tuna casserole tonight and tote it with me tomorrow. I mean, as long as it's cold out here like this, I think it'll be fine in the car. But I'm tired, so I first have to make these pies. So let's get started on the pies. I tried to get all of my ingredients ready. Can you guys see? Yeah. I tried to get all my ingredients ready before I came on camera. I had to stop for a minute and run out to the Dollar Tree to get my pie plates because I thought with all that stuff up there on top of my ledge that I had pie plates in there. I could have sworn I did, but I know how I am. When I'm moving and I'm packing, I'm throwing stuff away like crazy. So yeah, I probably threw them away, but I'm kind of glad about it because I found some really, really good pie plates from Dollar Tree. These are the nice, thick, heavy ones. Y'all see those with the handles, and you get a lid. I was walking around there with them little flimsy, little small ones, and they came in a pack of 3, but they're so flimsy you gotta use all 3 for one pie anyway, and they didn't even have a lid. So I had these in my hand to cover those pies. I'm telling y'all, Dollar Tree is really stepping up their game. So these are the cover-ups, the little plastic wraps. They're like a little shower cap for your food, you know? So when I had the other pie pans in my hands, they didn't come with lids. So I grabbed a box of these, and these come with 5 small, 8 medium, and 7 large little shower bags to cover up your salad bowls, your pies, whatever you need to. And I started to put them back once I found these, but I said, I can use these for $1. $1. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm still filming on my laptop because I was filming on my camera, and I'm still going back and forth with Filmora. They emailed me, they corresponded with me, it was great. They sent me a registration code to put in so that I could remove their watermarks out of my videos, but they didn't tell me how to get to that point, and the only way I can get to that point to get the registration code in again is I have to pay again. And y'all know. So I did request a refund, a full refund, so I can take that money and go with someone else because the video ones that I had just been using recently, I liked them a lot, but they want about the same amount of money for a year's subscription too. And I'm not going to turn around and pay another $44, for a year's subscription to someone else when I haven't even, this has been going on since September 20, actually I paid for it September 26th, but it didn't show up until September 27th. Here we are in November 10th, and I still can't upload and edit my videos without that big, huge watermark from Filmora. So yeah, I'm pretty upset, because I'm like, okay, you gave me the registration code, but I can't put that registration code in unless I pay again. Unless you have another way, you should have told me in the first place. But anyway, I just called it a day and said, look, blood of Jesus, blood of Jesus. I'm extremely tired, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Uh-oh, there's my computer. Oh, I'm getting messages. Sorry, disregard that little noise. But anyway, my food Are out. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have my food processor here, and I am going to take this, and everything is already clean, excuse me, but I always wipe it out. Y'all know sister girl is OCD, okay? So, which is okay. I think it's a good thing. So we're going to put this back in here, and I'm going to start with my flour, which is my 2.5 cups of flour right here. Pour that in because I need to get this pie dough made up and let it refrigerate for at least an hour. That's 3/4 cup of salt. I hope that's not too much salt. I don't know. Oh, is that the sugar? I'm sorry, that's the sugar. Because I'm like, wait a minute. That looks like a lot of salt. Okay, here we go with 3/4 cup of salt. That's all right. So we're gonna put that all in together, and I'm gonna mix that all up. And I love my little food processor. This thing is great. It really helps me with when it comes to making my my pie doughs and my tart doughs and stuff like that. This really works. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get these dishes in the sink. As y'all know, I got a full sink of hot soapy water here, and then I'm supposed to have 6 tablespoons of ice water. So I'm going to take some ice cubes and I can get them out. Do some ice. Just make sure we get some ice water in there. And then I'm going to take the water that I have in my refrigerator, which is already cold, and I'm going to do 6 tablespoons of water. Can y'all see me? Hi. Okay, let me see if this is filming right. You good? Okay, so now I'm going to take 6 tablespoons. My nose has been running all day long. I mean, I'm going outside, I'm wearing a coat and stuff, but I still got on my flip-flops. Alright, that's 3. And that's just measured out. We can use more, we can use less, but we'll just start there. Excuse me. And we're going to get, I'm going to have 2 sticks of butter, but I'm not going to take those out of the refrigerator yet because I want to cut those in. When I get ready to cut it into my, mix all that up. Hope everybody's having a wonderful and prosperous day. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so we want to mix all that up. I'm going to turn this here, and I'm going to get my chopping board, my small one. I got a little miniature one that I use for this, and I've been trying to use those copper knives that I bought for like really cheap from Rose's. I did all these roasted potatoes last night from all those sweet potatoes that I got, and I made my sisters and my mother and myself containers of roasted sweet potatoes just to try to, you know, I don't like wasting stuff, so I wanted to use up some of those potatoes. Okay, so I'm going to take a stick at a time of butter. And I have the salted butter, so I should have probably cut back on that salt, but I didn't even think about that because I typically have unsalted and salted in there. But we're going to cut this. And what you want to do is you want to get this in here while it's cold, so you can cut this into your flour. Because this is a buttery, flaky pie crust, and it's so easy to make, and it makes all the difference in the world. There's nothing wrong with buying a ready-made pie crust. I'm not saying anything against those because, baby, in a pinch, I will use them. And one of the things I learned, excuse me, one of the things I learned from doing that is you're better off buying the Great Value brand than the Pillsbury or whatever those other ones are, because the Great Value one is so much better than um, the name brands. If you go to Walmart's and get it, so that's just a little tip I learned because I used to always want to get the name brand stuff, and then I went back one day to get the name brand stuff, and they didn't have it, so I was forced, because I was in a pinch, I had to order, so I was forced to buy the Great Value one. And honey, let me tell you, when I don't make my own pie dough, pie crust, I go for the Great Value pie crust in a minute, in uno momento. All right, I'm gonna stop talking because I gotta pulse this. Now we're gonna get the other stick out. What are you guys doing today? I know you can't answer me, but you know, I gotta make conversation here. So let me see if I can get this so we can use it like that. Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna do one more stick of butter. And it's got a little piece of paper under it, so we gotta get that out. We don't want that popping up in anybody's pie. So what I'm making today is 2 chocolate pies. Not chocolate cream pies, they're just chocolate pies. And I have a container of heavy whipping cream in my refrigerator that is going out of date today. And even though it's in the refrigerator, it's still good. You know, it's still good for longer, but I don't like to play around with dairy too much, so I want to use it up. So I'm going to go ahead and make some chocolate pies, see how they come out. This is my first time doing this, so I normally make chocolate cream pies, but I'm just going to make a chocolate, I'm going to try to make 2, because this pie dough recipe right here, this calls for 2 pies or 1 bottom and 1 top. So if you're making like an apple pie, this would be 1 pie, but if you're making sweet potato pies or anything that doesn't require a crust on the top, this would be 2 pies. So we're going to see, because I could probably take the tuna casserole and the chocolate pie up to my sister's tomorrow, and that could be what we have for dinner after church. So that's a good idea, Sadie. Yeah, because honey, my sister loves herself some chocolate pie. So we're going to break this up, get this all in here. And I'm going to wash my hands. Dish right. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got these pie plates in here because I want to wash them before I use them. And you know, you don't take no chance at the Dollar Tree, but I'm really, really impressed, guys, with the way Dollar Tree is stepping up its game with its products. You know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're as good as if you were to go to Walmart and buy them or anything like that, but some of their stuff really is, you know, and for $1, you have to remember, you know, you're getting more, excuse me, you're getting your money's worth when you're only spending $1. So I just found that place was rocking and rolling too, and I was like, oh Lord, I gotta get out of here. I just came in here for some pie plates, and a little girl was standing at the register, near the register. She had one of them little, what do you call it? You know, where you take the felt pen and you write on the board like a chalkboard. She had one of those in her hand, and she put it back on the top of the counter, and I grabbed it and paid for it and told the cashier to make sure, you know, that she knows I paid for it, because I left with my receipt. So She said, yes, ma'am, I know. Okay, so the little girl was so cute. I was trying to give it to her, and her brother was like, and the mother was like, that's for her. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was in there counting my little wahalas, you know, because I was like, ugh. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna get this out, nice and crumbly. I love this food processor, but it sticks, seriously sticks to the. It has those little suction cups on the bottom of it, so it sticks to your counter, so it doesn't move while you're making your doughs and stuff, which is great. But then when you try to get it up, yeah, you got it, bro. And the first time I put this in the sink, I almost cut my finger off. That's cooking 101. Never put sharp objects in the soapy water where you can't be seen. So put them over to the side. All right, so I'm going to take my flour mixture, and I'm going to pour all that in there. I'm going to get it all out. And then we are going to unplug the food processor. So we'll have no nana poo-poos. Did I say that? Yep, nana poo-poos. And we're going to start with a couple of cakes. These are measuring cups that I didn't use. We're going to start with a couple of tablespoons of water. Nice ice cold water. Mix that in. I'm starting with 3 tablespoons. I'm going to mix that all up. And this is where you gotta get down in there, baby, down in there. That's how our down-home moms and grandmas made that pie dough. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Stirring it up with the spatula or fork, and then my mom always used a fork too, but still, she always used her hands. Get down in there. Get that mixture mixed nice. Nice. Okay, so I just put another 3 tablespoons in there, and that's what the recipe calls for, is 6. So now we just got to work with this dough and bring it all together. So if you need more water, you can put it in there, but typically you shouldn't. If you work with it really, really nice, it's going to be so flaky and so full of flavor from that butter. You can use butter Crisco if you like. Me, I just use straight up butter. This is how I make my tart doughs, my pie doughs, anything that I need a pie crust type of pastry for. This is how I do it. So this is coming together quite nicely, but it's still just a little bit crumbly. So I'm going to really work that cold water in there. I'll be picking this stuff up from underneath my nails for days. Okay. You don't want to overwork your dough. Always want to be really conscientious about, not overworking your dough. Take a little bit of flour, sprinkle it on your counter. Empty all that out. Okay, so anybody want to know how to make homemade flaky buttered pie crust for your holidays? You just saw it. This is one of the easiest, quickest, simple ways to make a delicious, and I do mean delicious. I think my family goes more crazy over the daggone crust than they do over the entire pie. But this is how I make my pecan pie, apple pie, sweet potato pie. This is how I make them all. So now we got it all pulled together. Okay. I'm going to take my scraper. Can you guys, I hope you guys can see me. Okay. So now I'm going to take my scraper and split that in half. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring that together. And all we do is make that into a wheel. Oh, you should see how soft and manageable this crust is. Okay, so we're just going to bring that together like that. And then we are going to take some, oops. I really want to try to make sure they're even. You know, this one feels a little bit more than that, but hey, we ain't gonna fuss with it today. So we're gonna take some. Let me wash my hands. So, what do you guys think? Should I try to make the tuna casserole? I still gotta make the pie filling for the cream pie, but this pie dough has to be in the at least. Well, it has to refrigerate for at least an hour. So that gives me time to whip up the filling for the chocolate cream pie and crumble up my chocolate for the topping. So we'll see how I feel when I'm done with the pie. How's that? Let's be smart about this because I know how my back is when I overdo it. So I've been putting ice on my back. I've been taking all kinds of Motrin and Tylenol, arthritis, and basically, I even went back to using my cane, y'all. Can you believe that? As vain as I was about using my cane, I even went back to using my cane. So, I'm trying to do everything I can to get my back back the way, you know, it was. It wasn't hurting like this, and not on a constant basis, and I'm constantly keeping the ice on it, so just want to clear up my sink real quick, wash my hands while I'm over here, and just get the first batch of dishes ready to go, get rinsed and put in the drain rack. When I have too many dishes, I always will load my dishwasher, but very, very rarely. I might run my dishwasher maybe once or twice a month. I really haven't timed it, but I just don't run it as much as a lot of people do. Because I'm old school. I'm just so used to washing my dishes. And you can tell because my cuticles be giving me H-E-double-L. But I've been using that cuticle oil that I got out of one of my monthly subscription boxes. Oh, you guys. Oh my God. Just wait until I premiere, I review Miss Vaughn's box for the month of September. Now, unlike my Ipsy bag that I did not receive in September when I first moved, they have not refunded me yet, and they have not sent me my Ipsy bag with the eyelashes on them. That's the one I missed. But Miss Vaughn did the same thing. She sent, I don't know who didn't put my new address in. That lady was kind of shady when I handed her my change of address card, and I should have known that people weren't going to get my new address. But anyway, I contacted Miss Vaughn, and that's Michi Monroe's sister. You know, if y'all heard of Michi Monroe, she passed away from a brain tumor. Her sister, Miss Vaughn, took over everything. Well, so she has a subscription box out that comes out once a month for $39.99. Matter of fact, this necklace that I'm wearing right here, that came out my last box that I got from her. Well, anyway, it's November. It's time for November box because you only get them every other month. You don't get them every month. And they're $40 with shipping and handling. So anyway, my September box I didn't get. And I just contacted her company, and they were just corresponding with me just like they knew me, and they told me what day they were going to ship my September box out, and I got it. It's been sitting over there in my living room on my footstool for a couple of days, Y'all hear me when I say I have been so busy. Can't understand that. Anyway, um, I just happened to be resting earlier today, and I sat down and just opened it up and went through it. OMG. You guys, this is one of the best boxes she's ever had. I was just like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't wait to review this box with y'all. And you know what the worst part about this was? Y'all know, I said before on my previous videos that I was planning on, canceling it because I was really trying to get my subscription boxes down to just 2 or 3 a month. Honey, she ain't going nowhere. So I'm taking a little piece of plastic wrap, and I'm going to take this and wrap this around the first piece of pie dough. And you just want to pull it together nice and taut, and we are going to wrap that like that, and we're going to take another piece. Sorry y'all, I think I'm getting hot. I got my fan on. I don't even have the oven on because I was like, I get too hot when I get the oven on, so I'll wait. So, I'm going to put that in there. And we're going to wrap that like that. And then we're going to put these in the refrigerator. I'm going to put my recipe books up. Put that in the refrigerator. I want it to keep real nice and cold. And I'm going to put the timer on for 60 minutes. Timer. And then we're going to clean up this mess. I hope you guys saw what I did. That was a very, very simple recipe that consisted of flour, little sugar if you like your crust sweet, which I do, I'm diabetic for a reason, and a little bit of salt, 2 sticks of butter. It's pretty much like a stick of butter per crust. So, go to Walmart and get the great value butter. But just a word to the wise, if you use salt, use unsalted butter. If you don't have unsalted butter and you have regular butter, then don't use salt or don't use as much of the salt, which I messed up because I did. Not thinking, not paying attention to what I was doing. Okay, so we're going to clean this mess up, and then we're going to show you guys how quick and easy I make my ice water out. I'll show you how easy I make my my chocolate filling for the pie crust. Okay. When you're making this pie, also you need to remember that once you set your pie crust up, that you have to bake them. Don't forget, bake your pie shells, because the chocolate cream that you're going to be putting in that crust, after you're done with that, it goes right in the refrigerator and it just sets up, okay? And then you can decorate it any way you want. You can put some chocolate shavings on the top, you can put some whipped topping, Cool Whip, whatever you want. But just remember, don't forget to, it's not like when you're making, homemade apple pies or sweet potato pies, which I pretty much hard bake my shells anyway. I don't know why. I think it's probably something my mother did. But this is not that kind of rodeo. Okay, so now we're going to get out and we're going to rinse that out. Lord, Lord. I'm going to get that out, and let me get the ingredients. Oops. All these things in here. Alright. I can't help it. I just got to clean up. I just got to. When I get tired after I do all this stuff, man, oh my God. last thing I want to do is look at a dirty kitchen. And the funny part about it is I won't be able to sleep. If I don't, if my kitchen's not clean, I will not be able to sleep. So let me see if I can pull up my directions for my cream. I know it's like just a pretty much a simple recipe. And I'm using this chocolate cream pie. This chocolate cream pie that I'm using right now, I'm getting it off of YouTube, and the man's channel is Bold Baking, Bigger Bolder Baking. So y'all know this is not my personal recipe. That pie crust is my mom's. That's a normal one. Everybody uses that, so I don't think anybody could claim it. But this particular recipe that I'm using right now is Bigger, Bolder Baking. So if I can figure out where I messed it up. Uh-oh. I lost it now. Okay. Well, give me a minute, guys. I gotta go use the little girl's room. I'll be right back. Okay, my beautiful people. I'm back. Alright, so I've got, it's supposed to be 2 cups of chocolate chips or any kind of chocolate you have. So I have a lot of baker's chocolate here, but I'm not going to use that because that's a little on the bitter side, and I don't know what's in this one, so I'm going to leave those for my other baking. But I know I have some dark chocolate solid here, which I want to shave some for the topping. So let me see what I have in here. Where is my chocolate? Where's my chocolate? Okay, so I guess I'm out of chocolate here too. Wow. If I hadn't done it, I would have gotten more. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was just like, wait a minute. Yeah, I know I had some chocolate in here. Okay. So I found some. Oh, good. It looks like it hasn't even been opened. So I want to use that one first. Yep. So we've got dark chocolate as well. Solid. So let's use this. We've got some heavy whipping cream, which I'm not sure if this is going to be enough for me to make 2 pies or if this is just going to be enough for 1. So we're just going to have to do one at a time and then see. So I've got heavy whipped cream, you know, from Walmart's. And I use the organic semi-sweet chocolate chips. And we're going to pull this out. And we're going to do 2/3 cup of this cream. And we'll see if we need more later. I have enough cream to do 1 pie, but I don't know if I have enough chips. So I'm going to open up this older pack, and I'm going to add that in until I get to, I should have just broke it up while I was there, but yeah, we're going to break that up, add that in, because it's a chocolate pie. Yeah. Sorry. I think something's wrong with me. So we're going to keep putting all this chocolate in, and we're going to get our little whisk. I should have washed up these dishes. Okay, so that's 2 cups of chocolate. Y'all see that? And we're going to get our whisk, put our fire on medium. What's this under here? Something, my potato masher. And y'all know how I am. I gotta keep cleaning. I'm just getting healthy. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this. This is not planned, okay? This just happened. So I'm gonna put this back in the fridge, and just in case I need it again. And I'm gonna pour my cream in here. I would like a little bit more cream. That doesn't look like enough to me. But we'll see. Then we're going to take our chocolate. We're gonna pour that in here as well. And basically, we're just gonna melt it down like a ganache. And you're just gonna keep stirring and keep stirring. Can you guys see me? Okay. I'm gonna keep stirring until that chocolate melts down into a ganache. A ganache. A nice ganache. I still don't think I have enough cream. It doesn't look like enough cream. I'm gonna get that out. So, we'll see. I think I need some more cream. How many of y'all like that song? I love that song. Oh, and I saw them on somewhere where they were doing a live, and they were really good. I like music like that. Oops. All right now, chocolate, don't go. Get crazy. All right, so while we're waiting, don't want to walk away from that because it will burn really, really quick. We're gonna keep stirring that around. Ooh. It looks chocolatey. It looks chocolatey. I don't think I'm gonna need any more cream. Okay. Alright, I see you. I see you. And the other chocolate bar, I'm gonna use like a couple pieces of that and shave it off and top it on the chocolate pie. And I'll probably use the rest of this whipped topping and make a whipped cream and just put a couple of dollops of whipped topping on top of the chocolate pie and then put the shavings on top. And I'll let you guys see the end result. Uno momento, because this takes a few minutes. This gotta cool down. Gotta cook your pie shell, you know, so I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on doing this. And my cousin comes over and wants to know if I want some of the customers because he's overwhelmed. And I'm like, not really. Not really. I'm sitting here trying to put my Thanksgiving dinner menu together. Let's turn it down. She's starting to pop. See how you leave her alone just a few minutes? Can y'all see that ganache? Ganache. Can you see that chocolate? You just want to get all that mixed in. And that is delectable. I have a feeling I should have waited and made this until after my pie crust is done. So I'm probably going to have to reheat this up now that I think about it. Oh boy. Oh well. Live and learn. Lesson learned. I'm trying to get ahead of the game because I want to do the tuna casserole as well too, but that's gonna have to be another video because I just can't do it all, I tell you. So the chocolate is really, really nice and creamy and smooth. Let me see if I can hold this up so you guys can see it. Can y'all see that? Look at that chocolate. Oh, that's gonna be your chocolate pie filling. It's going to be absolutely yummy. I would taste it right now, but then I probably wouldn't stop tasting. So I'm not going to. I just want to make sure that that is nice, and ready to go. And yes, that's definitely only one pie. That's not going to make two pies. So I'll put the other pie crust in the freezer until I have a chance to make another pie or sweet potato pie. With all these sweet potatoes, I might as well go ahead and make a sweet potato pie as well. So, but I'm going to pour this after I make sure it's all mixed up. Oh, it looks delicious. This is also the kind of ganache that I drizzle over my cakes, my fruit tarts. this is what I do. This is what I use. All you need is some cream, some sugar, some chocolate, and some of this stuff. I still have cocoa in here. I have baker's chocolate. So, anyway, that's the little Susie homemaker in me. I don't know how I like baking, but I knew the first time I was at home and we made those cinnamon rolls. Y'all remember? Some of y'all too young for this, but when we back in the day when you went to home ec, one of your first things you learned how to make was the homemade cinnamon roll. And oh my God, after that, I was done with. I was done with. I was like, oh my God. And I have loved to bake ever since. So we are going to take this chocolate. I'm trying to see what container I want to put it in. I don't want to put it in a plastic container. It's too much for my glass containers. So, measuring cup it is. So we're going to pour that into here. That's going to be my filling. I'm going to let that sit here and cool down. And when my pie shell is actually done, or finally done, I'm going to fill it with this yummy chocolate. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and let it chill, probably overnight. And might run back to the Dollar Tree and get some more chocolate so I can make another pie. Oops, that thing splattered all over me. So I'm gonna cover that up with one of them. I've never tried these before, but I'm anxious to try them. I don't know which one is good. Excuse my rubbing my nose. Let me wash my hands. Okay. So we're gonna wash our hands. Finish filling up this, and then we're going to dry my hands with dish towel. I want to taste this chocolate so bad, but I'm not going to do it, y'all. I ain't going to. Alright. That's big. Now I don't want to sit here and pull out all these things. How do you know which ones? 5 small, petite, 8 mediums, 7 large. But how do you know which one's which? Snap covers, onto position, forward, uterus, use brownings. Doesn't tell you which is which. They got a blue, a white, and a red. So I will take the red is probably the small one. Oh, look at that. Look at that, y'all. I got the handle on the thing, but look. See what I mean? Now I just need this to be covered up while it's cooling because I got a few little visitors. Them fruit flies, they just love me. They followed me down from Raleigh. They stay in my house, and you know, I try not to have bananas too long in my house, and I got a whole sleeve of bananas that turn ripe, and I buy the organic ones now, so they don't turn ripe too quickly. But these fruit flies, yeah. So I need everything to be covered up at all times because even with my water cup, sometimes I look and there'll be one, you know, swimming around in there. I'm like, how'd you get in there? I got a straw. You went right down in that straw. So I'm going to let my landlord know eventually if I can't control them. I got some bug spray. I got some plant spray. And so I'll go around and I'll spray the house and stuff. So hopefully this'll does it. If that doesn't, then I'm going to call my landlord and let him know, you know. Not my landlord, what did you call it? The building manager. So, other than that, we are going to, oh my God, this is 43 minutes already? Oh Lord. Okay, guys, I will come back and let you guys see the end result. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, guys, be kind to each other. The world is big enough for us all. Love, peace, and happiness. Sweet Sadie J, coming back at you. Bye.